Grant Richey from the Bountiful AlphaGraphics store in Utah. We're having a great time out here. We're making a difference. We're growing our business. It's doing 3 times the volume that it was originally. And it's unique because we're in a primarily residential area, and we've been able to really make a difference bringing on great commercial accounts and marrying commercial accounts with a retail environment. Here we have our retail center, which represents about 30% of our total square footage. Here in this part of our business, we see between 200 and 300 customers a day. It's been unique for us because we're managing a retail business at the same time we're doing our web-based business and our commercial business. And so we've got about 2,500 square feet up here that we work with every day and we constantly manage. And then through these doors, we actually have our commercial business where we do all of our digital printing, wide format. We produce between 200,000 and 300,000 color impressions here every month. And so the trick has been, how do we marry all of this commercial work with the retail business and the web business? And we've been able to do that, and that's one of the things that's made us a little bit different, is that we've been able to do that successfully. You got to get out there. The manager or owner has to be involved in the sales process. The customer has to know that you want their business. If they don't know it, then they won't give it to you. People are people. People want to buy and help people. If they know that you want it, they'll give it to you if you're there. 80% showing up, right? So show up, ask them for the business, be part of the sales process, be part of the solution with your customer, and then step and repeat. Every month I look at and I strip away our top 10 and I say, okay, what is our core? How much do we really have here? And it's down. It's down. It's down 15% approximately. And so when I have my sales meetings every Monday morning, we talk about, okay, we need more in the pipeline. We need to broaden the depth of our relationships. What customers have we not landed? What have we got to do to get them? What estimates do we have in the whip that we can still close? How are we going to do it? What's next? And I manage that process. I'm very involved with the sales process. And I do not believe in those meetings that negative motivation works. I believe that you've got to stay positive with your salespeople. They've got to understand that you are an encourager. You're there to help them. You're there to coach them and mentor them. And if you do it with a positive attitude, they won't feel all tense. I remember riding with a rep in the past, and we drove up to a customer and they sat in the car and they couldn't get out of the car. They just couldn't do it. They were afraid. And so that's when you've got to lift them up and help them believe that just going in there and showing up is half the battle. That's what the customer wants. And you know what? Most of our competitors don't do it, and they don't do it effectively. And so we can be better than most just by showing up. I ask my salespeople when I bring them on, and I constantly ask them, what motivates you? And I want to have one specific answer come out of their mouth: money. I want to be motivated by money because that is what drives a great salesperson. You should be able to ask your salesperson any time, any day, any part of the month, where are you at? How much money have you made this year? How much do you plan to make this year? How are you going to get there? And how much do you have in the whip? And they should be able to answer all those questions immediately. That is a mark of a successful, good sales rep. One of the things that we've done, that we've really put an emphasis on here in the last 12 to 18 months is 451. You know, what 451 sites are we going to give to our customers? Who are they? And why do we need to do that? We talk about it all the time. It's important, and we talk about it because we need to make sure the customer has a turnkey ability to order from us. And in these trying times, if you're not digitally savvy, web savvy, and content savvy, you're gonna have a hard time. And when I realized that, and I felt the turning in my gut, I decided to make the investment and to make sure that all of my people, at least the core marketing group of my people, understood 451, content management, data, controlling the data, managing the data with the customers to help have a broader, more deep relationship in the way that we're getting the business. Whether it's a Pearl campaign, one that we just did where we go out, I go out as the owner with the rep and we talk about, you know, personalized URLs. Why are they important? How will it impact their business from their side? And get the customer thinking. I mean, we went into a car dealership the other day and we talked about the Rubik's Cube marketing campaign that we just did. And the thing that I loved about that whole conversation was that box, that Rubik's Cube box, never went into the garbage can. She kept it because she thought it was cool. And so we talked about the box, but then we talked about how could we spin that solution to work for an auto dealership. I mean, how can they touch their customers differently to generate more sales? And when it comes to marketing and making over your marketing program, when you talk with a customer like that, that is when you are more relevant than anybody else. And that is what we have been doing, and it's been very successful. I think our response rate was near 40% on 100 boxes that we mailed. No one gets that. And those are face-to-face calls talking about just that, personalized URLs. And it leads into a whole levy of other conversations about products and services that we offer. And so that's rewarding. This is the box that we've been talking a lot about lately. We mailed out 100 of these boxes with the sole purpose of solving our customers' color printing puzzle. So inside the box we have a Rubik's Cube branded, and the beauty of this is that it's not going to go in the garbage can. This is something that we've done that's got me excited. And if I'm excited about it, then I'm going to get my salespeople excited about it. And then if I can get them excited, then the customer's going to get excited. So I want to have that box out in front of people, and I want to get it out there, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the impact of what it will have on their customer. And then to see them start smiling, oh my gosh, maybe there is something we could do. Maybe it's just a postcard, but we really need to market our business differently. And the fact that AlphaGraphics is sitting right there talking to them about it, you're in the game. You're now in the game.